How many Minecraft worlds are there? By this, I mean how many possible Minecraft worlds are there. Despite Minecraft supposedly having worlds that are infinite in size, we all know this is false. We can also count the total number of blocks that exist in Minecraft, and by using a few assumptions and a bit of maths, we can calculate the total number of permutations a Minecraft world can be in, hence giving us an estimate for the total number of Minecraft worlds. The few assumptions mentioned prior are that all blocks are individual and do not interact with each other, meaning that beds and doors and the like act as two separate blocks, and things such as sand are able to float. So to begin, let's take a normal world and start counting how many blocks there are. If you were to walk in a straight line from the origin and count as you go, you would reach 29,999,983 before hitting the world border. Trying to increase this border does not work, so this is the largest the world can be as of snapshot 14W18b. So if we include the block at 0, 0 in the XZ plane, we get a total world length of 59,999,967. If we square this to get the area, we obtain 3.6 times 10 to the 15. Now the height of a world is 256, giving us a total volume of 9.21 times 10 to the 17. This is the total number of blocks in a Minecraft world. Remember that air also counts as a block. Now let's consider all the different types of blocks that can fill up the world. If you look at the Minecraft wiki on the big list of blocks, it's an incorrect answer because it doesn't account for all the rotations of a block. For example, a dispenser can actually be 6 different blocks because it can face north, east, south, west, up and down. So as a snapshot 14W26c, taking all that into account, there are 688 different blocks. Working out the number of Minecraft worlds is now easy. The answer is 688 raised to the 9.21 times 10 to the 17th power. This number is ridiculously massive, but we're still not done as we still have the nether and the end to think about. These are both the same size as the overworld, meaning that there are also this many nethers and this many ends. A complete world has one of each, so the total number of complete worlds is the number of overworlds multiplied by the number of nethers multiplied by the number of ends, giving us 688 raised to the 9.21 times 10 to the 17th power, all cubed. This equals 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 1.276. Just how big is this number, you might ask? Well, let's say you have a machine that generates these worlds and spits out the blueprint for it on a regular sheet of paper, meaning we'll get one sheet of paper per world. If we were to stack these sheets of paper on top of each other, how high would the stack be? Well, as it turns out, if we're using normal paper, which is 0.12mm thick, this is a useless way to envision it, since this stack would be over 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 1.276 light years high. But wait, isn't this the same number as before? Actually no, they're both different. However, when we're rounding the powers to 3 decimal places, they look the same, even when changing from millimeters to light years. That's how big this number is. Light years are minuscule in comparison. Okay then, let's try something else. Let's say this machine is spitting out the blueprints at 1,000 blueprints per second. In fact, you know what? 1 trillion blueprints a second. How long would it take to print out them all? Well, as it turns out, there isn't enough time in the universe to do this. How many universes of time would it take? Well, as it turns out, about 10 to the power 10 to the power 10 to the power 1.276 universes of time. Alright, forget it. There is no way we can visualise this number, it's just far too big. For a nice little comparison, the number of atoms in the observable universe is 10 to the power 81, which is pretty small in comparison. Alright, forget trying to visualise the number, let's just think about those Minecraft worlds. You can literally build anything in Minecraft. You can build blocks out of letters, so you could form sentences built in these worlds. But these are all contained in the total number of Minecraft worlds. Meaning that if you had an infinite amount of time and could look through all those worlds, you would find worlds containing scripts of, say, every conversation between you and your parents when you were 3 years old. Or rather, every conversation between any 2 people ever in history. Every book ever wrote, every play ever written, they would all be contained somewhere in those worlds. So next time you're playing Minecraft, explore. You never know what you might discover.